Hello, thank you for joining me for today's video. My name is Tracy Held. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne in Australia. This is the card that we're going to make today. Let's have a look at the products that I'm using. The stamp set is Amazing Silhouettes, and that actually comes as a bundle with the Amazing Thanks dies. That's got Amazing You and Thanks, and it's got two dies in it. So the one is the background die and the other one is that thinner one that cuts out on the top. Now, I don't know if you're aware, but this month Stampin' Up! Is having a special on the mini cut and emboss machine. It's 20% off, and there's a selection of dies that are also 20% off. So if you ever wanted this, now is a great time to buy it. I'm going to just show you my machine. It is little, but it's going to fold out like that, and it comes with the platform and the plates that you need. You can see my plates are quite well scratched, so it has been used and loved a lot. It is small, so your big embossing folders you won't be able to use with it, but we do have a selection of the half-size embossing folders which will work with this. The one thing that you'll notice is it doesn't have the grey plate. The embossing folders that work with this machine are the narrow ones. Your very big dies won't be able to go through it, but we have a whole heap of dies in the catalogue that are small enough that will work with this mini embossing folder. So you can see here, those thanks will go through. As per usual, I have cut them all out in advance so that you don't need to watch me cutting them. But I've used it all on here and they come out beautifully. And of course, we all love anything that's small and cute. Make sure that you get it by the end of March and you'll get it at that discounted price. Let's get on to making our card. I'm not giving you measurements in this video. All the measurements are on my blog. I'll put the blog link in the video description so you can just go and pick them up from there. The only thing I'm going to say to you is with your card, you can either cut it to size and then score at your 10.5 centimeters or 4.25 inches. Otherwise, cut it, fold it in half that you've got your middle, and then cut 1 centimeter or 3/8 of an inch off the side. It then gives you the same effect, whichever is going to work easier for you. Now, for my stamp set here, I decided to use the baby wipes technique. So let me show you how it's done. This is just the lid of a takeaway container, and I've got my pack of baby wipes. It doesn't matter what brand you have, the cheapest will do. I take 2 baby wipes and fold them together. So this is going to be my ink pad. And for this card, I'm using Flirty Flamingo Pool Party and Granny Apple Green. And I'm going to randomly drop the colors of the ink onto my baby wipe until the baby wipe is completely covered. Now, because this is quite a large stamp, I do need to make sure that I've covered quite a lot of that baby wipe. If it was a smaller stamp, then you only needed to do a smaller bit. The colors will run into each other, but you want it so that your baby wipe is pretty much covered with not too many white gaps in between. Now this will stay wet for a while, so if you wanted to stamp multiples, you can do that. Once it's dried out, you need to throw it away. So it's a good idea if you're going to use this to stamp a few of the same card, or a few using the same color palette or ink pad, which we've now made. So I'm just going to ink up my stamp and stamp it. There we go. Obviously, because you're just randomly dripping the ink, you're never going to get the colors 100% the same. That's okay. It's interesting to see how it all turns out. Now, I've cut out using those same colors, so Flirty Flamingo, Pool Party, and the Granny Apple Green. I've cut 2 of each color, and then I've got an extra one in white. And I've cut my thin word one out of the Pattern Party DSP. And I've put adhesive sheet on the back of this one. I always like using adhesive sheet on the back of anything that's thin. Then it sticks nicely, because otherwise I get glue all over everything. What we're going to do is, taking our things, I'm going to layer them one on top of the other, just leaving a little gap at the bottom and trying to get them even. I'm going to finish with the white on top. And then we'll just peel my adhesive sheet off the back of the DSP word here. And just take your time to line that up over your white cutout. There we go. And now we're ready to assemble our card. First thing I'm going to do is stick this DSP down on the inside. And I've got a piece of Pool Party. You could pick up any color in the stripy paper that you like. And now Baby Wife's flower can go on top of that. just want to trim. This has got the tiniest little bit over. There we go. And then we're going to stick our thanks on. Now obviously as we go up, this is getting higher and higher. It's thicker on the bottom than it is on the top. So I'm going to just take a few of my mini dimensionals and stick them behind the longer letters just to give them a little bit of support there. And then I'm going to put some glue at the bottom over here. And that's going to go across this here. There's our completed card, and you've got that pretty DSP on the inside. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope that you're going to try that baby wipes technique. And if you like my videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until the next time, happy crafting.